Hello viewers, this is Wagdaro now taking you through the tutorial for A-Level Applied Mathematics. And this video I'm going to talk about the topic of motion of connected particles involving fixed and movable pulleys. So this topic is still under mechanics and is suitable for students in both senior 5 and senior 6 offering principal mathematics as part of their combination. Now these are the very questions I left in the previous videos. I believe by now you have already tried them out and ready to mark yourself and check your progress. So we shall start with question 1. Question 1 says that in the pulley system shown in the diagram, A is a heavy pulley which is free to move. Find the mass of the pulley A if it does not move upwards or downwards when the system is released. So this one does not move up or down when the system is released. So the first thing to do is to show the forces acting on the particles. So let's first redraw what is given and then we show the forces acting on each particle. So that is what was given. So for this particle it was 6 kilograms, so the weight will be 6g, and because it is acting downwards, tension will here act upwards and here to act downwards. Then for this one, let m be the mass, so the weight will be mg, therefore tension here will be up and tension here will be downwards, tension here will be up and here it will be downwards. Then for this one, weight is downwards, tension is upwards, here it will be downwards. So those are the forces, but remember they told us that this mass neither moves up or down. So what does that mean? It means that now when the system is released, it is only these masses which will move. I think we realize that now this one is heavier than this, meaning that this will move downwards and this will move upwards, as you can see here. And then when you realize that the distance covered in the same time will be the same. So this particle will, if it moves downwards by distance x, this one will move upwards by distance x. What does that mean? It means that the magnitude of the acceleration is the same, it is only the direction which is different. So you are coming and say that this one moves downwards with an acceleration a and this one moves upwards with an acceleration a. Now you shall now start to write the equations using F equal to ma. So for the 6 kilogram mass, these are the forces. So it is moving, pointing downwards, so 6g minus t is the resultant force. So you shall say 6g minus t is equal to 6a, where 6 is the mass and a is the acceleration. For the movable pulley, these are the forces. So it neither moves up or down, meaning that upward forces are equal to downward forces. So we shall write and say 2t is equal to mg. Then for the 3 kilogram mass, these are the forces. So it is moving upwards, meaning the resultant force will be t minus 3g. So t minus 3g is equal to 3a, where 3 is the mass and a is the acceleration. So those are 3 equations and 3 unknowns, so let's try to solve simultaneously. So when I add equation 1 to equation 3, this is what I'm going to get. So this cancels and this with that, I'll remain with 3g. Then this with this will give me 9a. But I know that g is 9.8, so when I substitute, I'll be able to get a as 3.2667. Now before I go to the next slide, let's see how much can be awarded for this slide. So B1 will be for the correct force diagram, B1 for equation 1, B1 for equation 2, B1 for equation 3, M1 for addition, M1 was for substituting G, and M1 for, so this would have been A1 for getting acceleration. Then we shall come and say that from equation 1, when I substitute for g and for a, I'll come up with that. So when I make T the subject, it will become 39.2 newtons. So the tension in the string is 39.2 newtons. What about from equation 3? From equation 3, 2T is equal to mg. Therefore, now that I've known T and G is known, so I'll come and substitute, remain with only one unknown, which is m. And when I make m the subject, m will be equal to 8 kilograms. So basically that's what they wanted, because they wanted the mass of the movable pulley. Now let's see how mass can be awarded. So M1 for substituting, A1 for tension, M1 for resolving, M1 for substituting, and A1 for tension. Now we shall go to equation 2. Question 2 says that in the pulley system shown in the diagram, the pulley A is free to move. Find the mass of load B if, when the system is released from rest, pulley A does not move upwards or downwards. So we have to first show the forces acting, so let's first redraw the given diagram. Then we shall now put the forces acting. We shall begin with the weight, 3G here. Here it will be upwards, tension, downwards, tension. Here it will be 3G downwards, here upwards tension, and tension here downwards. Here it will be upwards, and here it will be downwards. Here it will be mg, so let m be the mass. Here tension will be upwards, and here tension will be downwards. So now we have shown all the forces, but remember they told us that this pulley does not move up or down, so we shall come and the system will be like this. So this system does not move, so this will move downwards and this will move upwards. That means that they have the same acceleration because they move the same distances in the same time. Therefore this will be downwards and it will be A, and this will be upwards and it will be A. Now shall start using F equal to MA. So for the movable pulley, these are the forces acting, but remember it neither moves up or down, meaning that 2T will be equal to 3G. But G is 9.8, therefore T will be 14.7. What about for the 3 kilogram mass? For the 3 kilogram mass, these are the forces acting on it, therefore it is moving downwards, therefore its resultant force will be 3G minus T. So we come and say 3G minus T is equal to 3A, where 3 is the mass and A is the acceleration. But I know the value of T, so I'll come and substitute for T and for G and remain with only A, which is the only unknown. Therefore when I make A the subject, A will be equal to 4.9 meters per second squared. Then I'll come to the mass of B, so the m kilogram mass, these are the forces, so resultant force will be, it is moving upwards, so T resultant force will be T minus mg. Therefore I come and say that T minus mg is equal to ma. Therefore when I substitute for T and G, I remain with m as an unknown, the only unknown. When I simplify, I come up with that, and when I make m the subject, it will become 1 kilogram. So basically that's what they wanted. Now let's see how mass can be awarded. So B1 for the correct force diagram, M1 for substitution, A1 for tension, M1 for substitution, A1 for acceleration, M1 for substitution, A1 for the mass. So I believe you have marked yourself and checked your progress. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you with another set of questions still on the same topic, motion of connected particles involving fixed and movable pulleys. that brings us the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and be reminded that the solutions for the assignment left will be available in the next video. So if you have not yet subscribed, please click on the subscribe button below this video so that you can receive updates when the next video with the solutions has been uploaded. And also, if you know of any student who's not yet on this platform, please share the link of this video with them via social media platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp so that we can all benefit as a family.